Hey, this is Chris from FunkyBrims. Okay, give me a countdown there.
Hello, this is Sarah from Funkified and FunkyBrims as well. I forgot what camera we were looking at. Hello. All right, welcome. We've set up some new lights and a different setup here. So if this does not work, let us know. Don't know what I can do about it, but we will try. But let me share this stuff and get it going.
All right, so super excited about tonight. We've got some new caps tonight. First one's from the fall collection. So the code tonight, appropriately enough, is fall 15. Keep it simple. FALL15 for 15% off all of the fall caps. We also have in there. I'm trying to see what you're doing. We also have the Loden wool pre-sale going on. Pre-orders, really. So kind of explain that real quick. So we figured out that we could still change the numbers. So right now, between now and Sunday night, you can order with a $40 deposit the Loden wool oxblood, which was one of the quickest ones to sell out last year. One of the most requested caps we have. Gotta put that on here. This is my oxblood that I've had for quite a while now. And I will say this is absolutely my favorite cap. If I had to go down and just pick one cap of all the ones I own, this one would be it. This is Loden Wool by Laird Hatters. This is the Brooklyn Newsboy. So we've got this on pre-sale. And so right now there's no limit. As many as we have pre-sold, we will order. We'll still order some extras. So if you don't do this, can't do this, whatever it is, that's fine. There will be some more when they come in. Be the same price as it is now. Same discount we've applied to this.
But not as many.
But not as many, and no guarantee you get it. But if you do the pre-sale, pre-order right now, you're guaranteed to get it because we can still increase the numbers a little bit. Probably looking at mid to late September for all of those to come in. And so just excited about doing this. We've had a lot of people asking about it, and we've already sold quite a few. And one of the other differences this time is we're doing it in two different shapes. I've got pictures of what it looks like in the flat cap, but just to kind of give you an idea. This is actually one that I had made for myself, custom. This is the Sicilian flat cap, so same material. This one is a little bit kind of wider on the side than the flat cap will be that we're ordering in, but you can kind of at least get the idea of what it looks like. And so the great thing about oxblood is this is one of those colors where it matches brown, it matches burgundy, it can match purple, kind of whatever it is you're wearing. It can match, and so again, probably my favorite #1 cap, made by Laird Hatters, Hertfordshire, England, handmade, and so yeah, this Newsboy, they're out there for pre-sale, and that'll be going through Sunday night, midnight, and then we'll take it off, and then once they come in or we have a ship date, we may do a pre-sale again for those of you who don't get it. But again, we kind of have no limits right now, so as many people as want to order it. If we end up with a whole bunch of people ordering 63s or 55s, some of the ones that we don't order a whole lot of sometimes, we'll be able to get, we'll make sure that everyone who does this pre-order gets their order filled. So that's the deal on those. The discount codes do not work on the pre-order. We've already got it figured in to the total. If you click through, you can see what it is. So there's the discount's already figured in and what the first payment is, which is $40, and then the Newsboy is a little bit more than the flat cap, but those are all figured in what the second payment will be as well. So do we have some questions or anything going on?
Can you put the flat cap on again?
Sure.
Tell them what it's made of and how long the sale's going to be, and remember we look in here.
Yeah. So thank you, my director. It is made of Loden wool. Again, this one is just slightly different. This is not one, we don't have the ones in yet. This is a Sicilian, which is going to be just a little bit longer brim and a little bit wider, if you will. So the one that we're ordering in is going to be very much like the Hooligan that we ordered, which is this one right here. So you can kind of see, not near as much brim showing, not as wide, but it's going to be that kind of shape. But this material, so Loden wool is a really kind of unique wool that is, it's super soft, it's naturally water repellent, it's naturally warm, and just that comes in some great colors as well. And so that's the color that we're bringing in. And back to the news for you there. So make sure I know which camera I'm supposed to look at there so you're reminded. But again, the code is fall15 for 15% off. And we have 4 new ones. We're going to show some of the first ones from fall tonight. And then just to kind of preview what's coming up next week, there will be another another Hales collaboration with the flannel. Great flannel coming out next week. One of my favorites. And got some great caps coming with that. And next Thursday night, Colin and maybe Jenna from Hales will be on the live with us, talking about those the flannels and everything. They're going to be actually dropping those flannels at 6 o'clock on Thursday night next week. So, an hour before this starts, the flannels will drop, and then our caps will be dropping at 7. And so it'll be kind of all in one night next week, and they'll be on the live to talk about it. And so looking forward to that next week.
Okay. So a few things real quick. We did change the lighting just a little bit, which I'm gonna be messed up. There we go. So we changed the lighting just a little bit. I think it'll help with lighting up some of the caps. But if you see that's what we're messing with behind the scenes there. Michael McShane, I see that you said that you messed up your order. Don't worry about it. I've already sent an email to Chris. When we're off the live, he can fix your order for you. So that's not a big deal. We had a few things. So I wasn't sure. There's a question about what the second payment was. Is that a...
Yeah, so let me explain that. Okay. So the Brooklyn Newsboy is going to be $105, the same as it was last year. So, not increasing that. There will be a 10% discount when it comes out. So which takes it down to $94.50. So we're asking $40 now, and then it'll be $54.50 when it's ready to ship. And then for the flat cap, it's $95. 10% off makes it $85.50. And so that'll be $40 now and $45.50 when it's ready to ship. So, and then to kind of go through everything else tonight. So we have several contests going on. Every comment between now and roughly about 7:30 or so, be an entry into a drawing that we'll do at 7:30. Do another one from 7:30 to 8 for a Glen Appen cap. We did restock those this week. So a lot of things to talk about restocking from fall, as well as we're trying to get in there, starting to get into fall and look at that. And so free Glen Appen cap is the prize for the 2 winners tonight in those. And then every purchase between now and about 10 o'clock tonight, 2 hours after this ends, will be an entry into a drawing for a free cap of your choice. And the pre-orders do count as entries into that as well. So questions?
Yes, from me, and I don't remember. Somebody said they missed the trivia.
We kind of had 50-50 on that. So, some people like the comments, some people like this. So, we may switch back and forth over time. But one of the ones to restock tonight, and I don't feel like we quite have enough light on this, is the Dark Tartan. And so the Dark Tartan was our best seller last year completely. And that is a hologram, and we've restocked it. We've started restocking some of the fall caps.
You can hold it closer to the light if you want to, or to the camera. Sorry, there you go.
There we go. That's perfect right there. And so the Dark Tartan, you can see, just has a lot of great colors in it. And people found that this is one. It's got some oranges, got some blues, got some burgundies, got some greens. And so we've done a restock in these. We still got even more coming after this restock, but that one is out there and new this week, newly restocked because we've been sold out of those for a while. And so those are back from hologram.
So people are asking if they can remove the closed captioning, and I think it is on their side. We don't see that.
Yeah, there's probably a setting at the bottom.
Because I don't feel like that's on here. I feel like that's an automatic thing.
But we can certainly...
I'm looking, but I think it's on their end.
Is it on the settings at the bottom there?
Mine? No.
Tool? Okay, so we'll work on that. We'll do the best we can. We'll definitely try to figure it out by next week because agreed, we don't need the closed captioning, and those don't always work really well for things like this either. But do want to start getting into some of the new caps this week. Super excited. Had a chance to look through a lot of the stuff that Hologram's coming out with this year and kind of bringing out some of the favorites. So this is going to be a series, this tartan patch. So kind of a patchwork. This one is the tartan patch in flame. Like I said, there'll be some other ones in it, but this is kind of a burgundy. The fabric on the front and back's got a lot of different colors in it, some greens, some reds, some yellows, etc. But the tartan patch in flame, this one is, again, the code fall 15 will give you 15% off of that. And so it's $68, going down to $57.80 with that 15% off. But this one is one of my favorites of all the ones that I've seen that they're coming out with. Kind of see, again, I'm wearing, this is the Caballero shirt from Hales, Cruiser, short sleeve. We got these as well. But, it does have a burgundy, but it works with that as well. But I get it in the colors here. So that's the, again, the tartan patch in flame. So it's got a nice kind of red there, lots of colors around it, and just kind of a fun pattern for fall. Because we're getting into it. Here in Tulsa right now, today, I think the high was like 95, 96.
A nice fall temperature.
Something like that, yeah. Next Monday, the high is going to be like 73.
Nice.
All next week.
I know.
It's going to be in the high in the 70s. So we're going to break out some long sleeves next week, and and great new flannel coming out next week, like I said. So be wearing that next week, and so.
Do you know what sizes you have in the dark tartan, if you have any larger sizes?
It's going to top out at 61. So like when we went on tonight, 61 was the biggest size we had, which we could stretch to a 62. I do think that I saw a sale come through a little bit earlier. So I'm not sure what sizes are left, but we will be getting more of them in. But the 61 is the biggest that will go to.
Can you share a try on the weather tartan?
Yes, I can. The weathered tartan was the next one I was about to grab. This is this one right here, so you can kind of see, and we'll show them side by side. This one is the weathered tartan, very similar to the dark tartan, just a little bit more muted in colors, if you will. There we go. So there's the weathered tartan. Put them kind of side by side. You can see that they are, just a little bit like it is. It's almost like it's the same cap, just a little bit weathered, if you will. And so this one has a little bit more muted, probably a little more fall tones. These are a little brighter tones. And so this is the dark tartan, and that is the weathered tartan. Also want to show, these are getting pretty close to being sold out in a lot of them. But the geisha from last week, which was last week's Hales collab. This is a flat cap, has some black material around the side. I want to say we still have 57, 58, and 59 in this one. But kind of great little, soft velvety material there. A nice job of matching those up on the top. And I'll kind of go through the new hat stretcher we have here in just a little bit, but I was pretty impressed. We'd sold it, and I actually oversold it. And my example one that I normally would have kept for myself was sold. So this one, you're not going to be able to read it, but I was able to stretch a 59 to catch to sit on my 61 head, and this one with the new stretcher and all that kind of stuff. So
wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I got a few questions. So
all right, shoot.
Calm down for a minute. What is the lining in the tartans?
The lining in the tartans is going to be what I would kind of describe as a lighter but winter. So this is not going to be super, super heavy, but it is going to be a quilted. It's not something you're going to want to wear around when it's 93, 94 degrees like it was here today, but it's definitely a winter one, but it's not, there are thicker ones out there, if you will. This is 100% pure wool, great cap, great material. But it does have a quilted lining in it for fall and winter.
And what about any chance you're going to restock the Plymouth?
No, we are not going to be able to. So the ones that are FunkyBrims, the Hales collabs, there's a chance we might be able to restock it for next spring. But those are ones you need to jump on pretty quickly when they go up for sale, because a lot of times that is, we like to make as many as we can. So like some of those we're going to literally utilize all the fabric that they have left at the factory or something like that to make those. And so kind of when they're gone. And then with the Hales collabs, once they don't remake the fabric, they don't remake their shirts. So when those are gone, they're definitely gone because there's no way to get any more fabric in those.
Where is the Oxblood pre-order on the website? Because I can't. The link is actually
the link that, yeah, and on Facebook, I know it's posted to the top. So there is there's the FunkyBrims live tonight, and I think pretty close to the bottom, I have those, and then we had a link just directly to those. I set up kind of a collection there that just has those two on it. So either one of those, they should be on there. But again, this one is the Oxblood. Just a great again color. Kind of come in a little bit, but you see it can look brown, it can look purple, it can look burgundy, just kind of whatever you're wearing, it matches, and that's what I've liked about it quite a bit. Let's go ahead and move on to the second new one tonight. Again, I'll remind everybody the code is fall15 for 15% off. Any of the ones you're seeing here, the pre-order already has a discount built in, as we talked about earlier on the pricing, and then the mystery boxes already discounted, but everything else that you'll see on the link for the FunkyBrims live tonight is 15% off with the code fall15, as are most of the other caps you're going to find on the site will be as well. So this one is a new one tonight, new one for this fall, and this one's called the Green Line. And so we'll kind of go in and let you look at this a little closer. So this has a nice kind of herringbone pattern, but you'll see there's a really nice vivid green, and that is kind of a burgundy to pink, if you will, running through it. So really unique. Under brim is going to be a nice green, going to be a fall winter lining in this one as well. But you can see these nice green lines, hence the name Green Line. But you can kind of see this is a nice herringbone pattern, super fun cap. Wear this one all the way through St. Patrick's Day, or as far as you can with the weather or whatever it is where you live. But this one I really liked. Again, the Green Line, and this one is going to be $60. List price with the code fall15, that makes it $51, $9 off. And so this is one of the other new ones tonight, the Green Line. And remind you, every comment and entry into drawing for a free tonight Glen Appen cap. I'll grab and show those. The turquoise one that everybody likes so much, that one is restocked, and I think that is on the link as well. And so all of those are a lot of the Glen Appen are restocked. We restocked the Black Watch, the Royal Stuart, and then the turquoise one, as well as some of the ladies caps got restocked as well. And so those are all out there from Glen Appen as well.
Okay.
Questions, ma'am?
So turning off the closed captioning is on their site. Several of them have found it, but on the video itself, you can click CC or the little settings thing, and you can turn it off right there. Okay.
So the default, I guess, is probably that it's on their side, but if you hit the little CC button, which is probably towards the bottom, assuming of your screen you're seeing, you can turn that off. So that's
it looks like for accessibility, obviously, that's
right. They put it on, but we can't turn it off globally.
Who makes the Green Line?
The Green Line is hologram. So all four of the new caps tonight, they're going to be showing the Green Line as well as the tartan patch that we showed earlier. Our hologram, we've still got two more new ones tonight they'll be shown as well, and all four of the new ones tonight are going to be hologram from their fall 2025 line that we brought in.
Okay, when do you want to do a giveaway?
About 7:30 or so.
Okay. Sorry, I've had to mess with a lot of things on this.
Yeah, no, thank you. Sarah's wearing a cap that's on sale tonight as well. She wants to show it.
Oh.
Your denim one, ladies, I'm going to grab a couple of the Glen Appen ones real quick.
Okay, yeah, so this is the ladies' hat. We show a lot of these kind of ladies' fits, but they have, do we have all the colors of this anymore?
Yes, we do, I think.
Okay, so they have light, medium, and dark. Sorry, our camera and where his computer is are like two different places. Which that's what I was trying to get his attention in the beginning of this video for, because he kept staring in the wrong place, and now I'm sitting here doing the same thing. I hope you guys like the lighting. We have messed with it quite a bit, and actually, if you see it from behind the scenes, it looks absolutely ridiculous in here. But I think it's giving you the right, like, we're trying to get the yellow cast off so you can see the actual colors of the caps. The other problem is I have a pink store So there's a pink.
And I have pale skin.
Yeah, there's like a pink overcast to literally everything. So like every picture we take in the store turns pink. We have to take everything outside. It's a whole thing that I didn't think about when we were painting. But it messes up the colors of the hats too. But anyway, pink it is. So here's the women's caps, and they are on sale. I think they're also 15% off, right?
Yep, and Denim Crush.
Denim Crush is the name of it if you want it. It's really cool, and it has some elastic in the back, which I know some of you guys don't like that elastic on the men's caps, but us women like some elastic. Can put our big old hair in it, so it works out great.
Thank you. So like I said, we restocked some of the Glen Appen ones that have been out for a while. And this one is a Harris tweed. This one is the turquoise and black. You see it's got some nice purple that runs through it as well. So this one's one of our best sellers last year. One of those we'll just keep on stocking. Glen Appen, made in Scotland. Great cap, great price. I think we're somewhere in the 40s. I can't remember exactly where it's at right now on this one, but then 15% off. So you're probably going to be under 40 with discount. But just super fun cap. Wear with the purples, wear with the turquoises, all that kind of stuff, and nice. Again, kind of a winter lining, but made in Glen Appen, made in Scotland. This one, and then the other two, kind of the staples, of course, of any Scottish is going to be the Royal Stuart. And you can see their Royal Stuart and their Black Watch are both just a little bit muted. And so a little bit different than, the normal Black Watches you see, but everyone tends to like these. And so again, these are the ones that we're talking about for the drawings tonight, but they're also out there for sale. Great caps, made in Scotland, all nice tartan patterns, that sort of thing. And had their restock come in this week. We're trying to get as many restocks in as we can before some of the exemptions and the tariffs hit differently, which is coming up like next week now. So
Jeff asked how the women's caps fit. Hey Jeff, sorry I can't see the comments and do this at the same time, but these personally fit more like a baseball cap. This particular denim one does. And so they also, I think they're like one size fits all, honestly. Yeah. For women. So we have some women's caps that are fitted, but this one here, have a computer. These are not. So this is a lot more like a baseball cap. It's got the elastic in the back, so it can fit anyone. So I think it's a really great.
It probably goes for probably about a 56 all the way up to 60 or so.
Yeah. And we do have fitted ones though. If you know the size of, I can't remember if you said it was your daughter, but your daughter. If that's the case, you could get a fitted one as well. But honestly, it's really good.
And these denim ones are only $24 to start with, so this is a great buy. And no lining in these, so it is denim, so it'll be warm enough to last for a while. But not
you wear it all the time.
Yeah, she wears it year round. And we live in Oklahoma, so it's plenty hot here. That's for sure.
Are there funky blinders fall 24 to see?
Not yet, but they are on their way, being made. Excited about them. Feel like this is going to be one of my favorites. Hint, Oxblood's probably one of the 4 panels that's going in it this fall. So we're all in for the Oxblood this fall. So Capri Weave. This one is unique. We didn't talk about it enough last week. So 2 colors. So these are ones, we saw some caps just like these over in Italy when we were there. These are hand woven like a nice Panama hat. So you kind of see, like you can see through it, right? I mean, you're seeing the shelves behind it, all that kind of stuff. This one is literally going to be woven where you can see right through it. Great, hot, warm weather cap. We'll still have them next spring and all that sort of stuff. We did them in these 2 colors. So we saw some, I think it was made by Porcelino in Italy, and these were like $300. And I was like, that's crazy. Let's see if we can find, where they make them, how they make them, all this kind of stuff. So literally kind of made out of the same place as the $300 ones. These are more like $100 before discounts or whatever. But they're literally all hand woven, similar to like a really high-end Panama hat, from straw, raffia straw, and, all hand woven in a circular pattern all the way around. These are dyed. Again, you kind of see how thin they are. So great summer caps, going somewhere, live in Florida, whatever it is. These are great caps. Keep the sun off of you, but definitely let all the air through.
I messed up. Kyle had said that he was actually asking if there was fall from the last year.
Oh, what?
If we had fall caps from last year to show.
Yeah, we do have some of them. So yeah, most all of those are still out there, and a lot of those are going to actually be in our warehouse. We did bring over the dark tartan and the weather tartan, and we'll bring over some more of those in the next few weeks as well. So starting to put them back out there. But if there's something in particular you want to see, we can try to bring those over. In our store right now, we have a few of the fall caps. I will real quick here. Another one that's definitely getting restocked is the Garrison. This was another one of our best sellers last year. I think that may be already partially restocked as well. But you can see it's kind of a nice, black and white herringbone with a black brim. The Garrison series will definitely be restocked as well. Another fall and winter one. So let's see. Let's go ahead and look at this week's Cap of the Week, which also happens to be another one of the new ones from Hologram, new ones this week. This one is going to be the Heritage Navy Blue Herringbone. And so this one is going to be $44 regular price. After the discount tonight, makes it $37.40. Again, shipping is always free with us. And so kind of look at this one. So if you just want a nice blue, again, this one is going to be a little bit heavier tweed. One of those you're going to want to wear when it gets a little cooler. But nice flat cap from Hologram, their typical sort of fit. But you can see this is kind of a nice heavy tweed, some nice blue, and then also some tan to beige in there. And so, wear it with your browns, wear it with your blues. I'll put it on with the blues here. This one, I'm super excited about this. We'll end up seeing this Heritage in several other colors as well. This kind of thicker, heavier herringbone, if you will, is one that they're doing this year. And but the first one, we're going to make it a Cap of the Week, let some people try it. We ordered in a few more of those. And so that is this one's this week, the Heritage Herringbone. So you can kind of see exactly what we're talking about there. So I don't know if we got through both of the geishas earlier, but did want to show that we have everything okay?
I'm not sure. I don't know, actually.
So the geisha here, I just see her staring out the window, so I'm a little wondering what's going on out there.
They were trying to get in, and now are mad and yelling out there.
The doors are locked, so I don't.
I know, but they are moving forward, so that's late. Just keep going.
All right, so the geisha in the newsboy. Again, these that we're doing right now, you can see how nicely those patterns line up at the top, which is important to us. So this one was one of the flannel collaborations from last week with Hales, and this is the geisha in the newsboy. And I want to say we still have that. I know we have it in some of the middle sizes. We ordered some more of those because those tend to be the first ones to sell out. So we tried to order some more of those. May have some in the smaller sizes as well. May have a 63 left. I'm not sure, but that is the geisha collaboration from last week. And again, there will be a new collaboration next week with Hales. Super excited about the one next week. And it's going to be, I'll tell you, the flannel next week is going to be one of those that's probably my most worn flannel of the year. It's just one of those that go with everything, wear with everything, and I'm excited about next week's. For those of you who are just coming on, go back through some of the other new ones. This is a tartan patch in flame. And so this one is one of the new ones this week from the fall winter 2025 collection of Hologram. And first one we brought in. And so again, you'll see this tartan patch. There's going to end up being several of these that are kind of shaped like this, look like this, same kind of patterns. But the first one is the flame. So this is a nice red, kind of depending on the lighting. It gets a little more burgundy to bright. And so get in here, it can look a little more brown, it can look a little more red, but definitely kind of has that red flame look, if you will. Nice tartan on the front. And so all of these tartan patches are going to be these kind of sort of pinwheel This is actually a 6-panel, and they're going to have some solid colors and then some sort of tartan patterns around them as well. This is the first one of my favorite ones of all the ones that they have. So the tartan patch in flame color. Also had the green line. Everything okay?
Yeah, yeah. They were pushing the doors open, and like the store's closed, but they're yelling that the store is open. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah. Takes all types, I guess. The green line, which is this one right here, is one of the other new ones this week. You can see this one has some green in it, but also has some nice kind of pink running through it, really subtly. Can look a little burgundy as well. So pink to burgundy with the nice thick green lines. And so that is the green line, another new one this week. And then we just talked about the heritage patch. We still have one more new one to show. And
there's a few questions I need to go back through. I'm sorry.
Sure. Some kind of crazy people outside Sarah was dealing with there for a second. We're back in the store. It's the first week that we've closed at 7. So. Yes.
Oh, yep. Well, Alan is telling me to check my Google hours. I need to real quick. I don't understand
the door's locked and
I know,
lights are off and whatever. Try to push on through the door doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
So again, this is the typical sort of Laird Brooklyn Newsboy, which is the only ones we order. So anytime we have a Newsboy from Laird, it's going to be this pattern. See, it kind of gets the nice draping there, that sort of thing. And so this one is the Loden in Oxblood. We're going to have Loden in several other colors as well, but this one sold out so fast last year. And again, I can certainly attest, and Sarah can attest, this is my favorite cap. This one is my own that I bought way before we even opened FunkyBrims. You see it's pretty worn inside. Had it for a number of years now, but it still looks great. And so this one is that one, and forever was my only sort of travel cap. Every time we traveled anywhere, I wore it, whatever, just because it matches a little bit of everything. But great caps, and so these we're bringing in. And so we did do a pre-sale on these. The link's there. It's also on the FunkyBrims live link as well. And so those, we kind of have it where the Brooklyn Newsboy, again, these are all handmade, Herefordshire, England by Laird. Top-notch material. Be $105 less 10% discount. We go ahead and apply that, which will be the same discount that it is when it comes out. It takes it down to $94.50 and $40 now, $54.50 when it's ready to ship. There's also a flat cap version, which is this one right here.
So yes, Doug asked if it was black. It's not black.
It is not black. This is one of those that will. So it is. I would say. More often than not, it's burgundy. But if you put on a real purple shirt, it's going to look purple. If you put on, it works with browns, works with purples, works with reds to burgundies. It will work with black as well. But it's actually probably more of, the blood. It's a really, really deep, dark burgundy color is really what it is. But you can kind of see as you get there, it kind of can take a lot of different forms of exactly what that color is. We also have it in a flat cap version. Like this. Flat cap version is going to be $95. Take 10% off, takes it down to $85.50. So again, $40 pre-sale. Really pre-order this time. Normally we do pre-sales, and that means we know when it's coming in. We're telling you, hey, it's going to be delivered this day. It's usually next week or so. This one, there's so many people that are interested in these that we were able to work it out where we can still add some to our order. And so as many people as want to order them between now and Sunday night, we're going to cut it off and put in our final order Monday morning. So as many people as want to order them.
I'm surprised they let you do that.
Yeah. As many people as want to order them between now and Sunday night, we'll be guaranteed to get them. We will still order our extras. We'll have extras sell in the store, sell online, whatever it is. But some of those may sell out. Again, these sold out in like the first day or two, if that long, last year. And so, then one of the most popular caps of the year. So that's there. If you want to make sure you get one, you can order between now and Sunday. Put $40 down, and the rest when it shows up. I think it's time to pick a winner. I think it's past time to take a winner. So remind you that every comment is an entry into a drawing for free, in this case, a Glen Appen cap tonight, which are also restocked. We have the turquoise one. There's nice blue, black, a little purple in there as well. We have the Royal Stuart and the Black Watch, which is a little more muted. All these are made in Scotland by Glen Appen, and so winner of this drawing, and then we'll start it again. So comments between now and 8 o'clock, whenever we finish, will be an entry into a drawing for another one of those. Every purchase between now and about 10 o'clock tonight, our time, 2.5 hours from now roughly, will be an entry into a drawing for a free cap of your choice, anything in the store. And so, again, I saw a question just a second ago. This one is the Tartan Patch in Flame, one of the new ones. So yeah, let's pick the first winner. I do not have eyes good enough to see that. Glenn Williams. Congratulations, Glenn Williams. So Glenn, we'll contact you. You can contact us either way. Send us a message, and we will on Facebook, and we'll find you, figure out which one it is you want, all that sort of stuff. Appreciate it. And everybody else, so comments between now and again the end of the show will be an entry to another drawing. And so again, we have tonight, in addition to the Oxbloods we just talked about, Tartan Patch Flame, we have the Heritage in navy blue and herringbone flat, which is a nice, put that back on for a second. This one's also just super comfortable. And we have the green line. So really like that one. This one be good all the way through. Just make a good St. Patrick's Day cap as well.
And Todd, I see that you wanted to add the green line to your order, so I've already sent Chris an email on that.
Okay.
So we'll do that.
Yeah. If you've already ordered, we can add it, or we'll ship them together. If you do more than one order, or whatever works. But the green line, this is a fun cap. Excited about bringing this one in. So these are all kind of new ones from Hologram. Got a bunch more coming. Like I said, the Tartan Patch, this is the first one in a series of these. The Heritage, this is the first one in a series of these. It's a cap of the week this week. We knocked it down a little bit to get everyone to try it, but there'll be some other colorways in this one as well.
So what's happening? Okay. Sorry, I'm yelling from off screen. That was an ordeal. That just happened out there. But what's happening is Chris's computer is shifting some of the light. And so I'm seeing it, like I see your comments about the lighting, and I'm trying to kind of figure it out. When we took out the light bulbs here, we actually have one out, but when we took the other one out, it got too dark. So I think if you're noticing, what they're saying is it's changing the color of some of the caps. And so depending, if you stand, see how I'm whiting out, if you stand too close to this and keep right here.
We got to figure that out.
We do have to figure it out. Like, I'm not quite sure why that's happening, but it's like a setting.
Or just go back to using the phone.
No, I promise this is going to work, by golly. We're going to make this work, because it is actually a lot better. I think the video is clearer. I think there's more stuff in the background. I'm going to have to reorganize this room now that you can see it all.
All right. So saw a question a second ago.
I missed some questions. So if you have questions, just ask them again. I'm sorry.
All the ones we've looked at tonight are 100% wool. Let's see. The Tartan Patch and Flame is going to be 100% Shetland wool. I got the nice patch there. Actually, the Heritage has a combination of wool, a little bit of poly, has some cotton, actually has 6% silk in it, and 4% alpaca wool. So it's a mixture. I'm assuming probably the different colors and different fabrics you're seeing in there are all a little bit different composition, if you will. So that one, it's a super nice fabric. It's got a little bit of different things built into it as well. And then the green line is also going to be 100% pure wool. And then the last one tonight, we'll start off with that. It's going to be 100% pure wool as well. And this one is a super fun one. Again, there'll be a couple sort of like this, but this is the Redstone Plaid. So I actually really like it with this brown Caballero Cruiser as well. But the Redstone Plaid, we'll try to keep it back here where you can kind of see true colors of what it is. So this is going to have everything from some yellows, some burgundies, some oranges and yellows, some blues in it. So Redstone Plaid. This one is going to be $64. Again, it is 100% pure wool. And so after the code fall 15, that knocks it down to $54.50. And super nice cap. This one is going to be more of a 6-panel type of shape. No button on top, but definitely some different panels there. And a nice little, nice profile from the side on this one, I think, as well.
Can you try on the oxblood flat cap again?
Absolutely.
Who makes the green line?
The green line is hologram. So all 4 of those new ones, including the one we just talked about, the Redstone Plaid, are all hologram this week on the new ones. So here is the flat cap version. So again, this one is a little bit different. We don't actually have them in yet. This one is more the Sicilian shape, which we did some of the caps in last year. This year we're going to do a lot more of just a plain flat cap shape, so it won't have quite the same brim on it. Won't be quite as wide on the sides, be a little more fitted, but you can kind of get the idea. So I went ahead and brought it here. This one you can see is actually not one that they even actually make. This one was a bespoke one that I had made custom for me. And
because you're a hat snob.
Well, I like I love the fabric. Wanted to try a flat cap version, and so this one's just a little bit different. We don't have it in yet, but still kind of gives you the look of what the flat cap will look like. But again, it's going to be more of the shape of like this hooligan we did, so a lot more narrow, not near as much brim showing, and that sort of thing.
Is the link for the hats on the Funkified site? Yeah. Just click on the FunkyBrims. If you can go to FunkyBrims.com.
FunkyBrims.com, or if you go to Funkified, there is a button there. You'll see FunkyBrims on there.
Yeah.
And all these should be on there. You can
always search.
You can always search. Yeah, Oxblood will take you directly to those.
What color is the brim on the green line?
It is green. So you see a nice vivid green there on the green line, which matches up with the same green that's kind of on the other side. The green line matches the green brim. So yep, this is definitely an all-in green cap, which is some other sort of just fun patterns in it.
What's the bright pink one? I think that's the ones in the back. The
bright pink one.
The corduroy.
Oh yeah.
That's layered too.
Yeah, these are layered as well. So this again will be kind of the flat cap shape that we're talking about. The Oxblood coming in. These are ones we did a couple of years ago. These are sort of the royal ones, if you will, that were done. You kind of see it as this funky little lining inside. There was some stamps and that sort of thing that Laird did around the time of the Queen's Jubilee and that sort of thing. So this one is the
those are my favorites.
Royal Crown, as opposed to Crown Royal, in pink. And it's a newsboy. There's a flat cap version of that. There's a newsboy version of it, and then it also comes in purple. Same sort of caps, but in purple.
And I have both.
And you have both. You do. You're a huge Laird fan.
I love Laird. Hold on. Somebody else asked. Oh, when are the fedoras coming?
The fedoras. We have some fedoras right now. So this message.
I think that's the ones that. No, I think that's the ones that we were making.
Oh,
yeah.
One of the ones with Alfonso, with a collaboration one. So that one is going to be a little bit later this year. That is tied to a release of a specific flannel, which will make a lot of sense at the time it comes out. And so that fedora, that is a Hales collab, will be out just later this year. Early October, I think, maybe late September. So not that far away now. Time's flying.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
Any more questions? If I missed any questions during our debacle, please ask again. Somebody asked what the Sterkowskis for fall were.
They are still on the way. It's going to be, your typical sort of mix of some of the wools. We are trying to get some of the new colors that they have and some other ones that are coming out as well. But mainly be doing Shelby's with them. Feels like everybody really liked the Shelby's quite a bit with them, so that's what'll be mainly coming with them in your various sort of wool patterns, herringbones, that sort of thing.
How does their shipping price increase affect us? And what we're selling with them?
That is a complicated question. So I'll give you a real quick download on that. So the reason that everything just got more expensive is that the de minimis exemption is going away next week. So previously to that, any shipment that was under $800 in value had no tariffs at all, so they could ship something over, and there is no tariff on it as well. I could be very strategic in my orders with, say, Hologram or Hannah or anyone else, and buy $790 every single day, or if I have a $3,000 order, have them break it up into 5 different shipments and ship it over 5 days so that each one's under $800, so that we can avoid the tariffs altogether, which we've done for a long time. And so when you order a big order, you're paying the tariffs anyway, over $800, so it won't make any difference for us. And then once something is in, so the tariffs, just facts, the tariffs are the responsibility of the person importing it. So if I buy something from overseas, if our store buys something from overseas and we're the ones bringing it in, we're the ones that pay the tariff. And what's even more expensive than the tariff sometimes is just the processing fees that UPS or FedEx or anyone else will charge as well. And so on the larger ones, it's not going to affect us. When we order from, say, Laird, we're already ordering so much that we couldn't break it up into small ones. With Alfonso, we couldn't break it up into small ones. So we're already, used to paying the tariffs on those. So that won't be a huge deal on those.
They increase, I think.
Unless they increase.
Right.
But they actually reached a trade deal with the EU today. So I think it's gone from 10% to 15% tariffs on that. So it's a small increase, but not, the end of the world on those. But the de minimis exemption is really the big one that's going to affect everyone. So people that are ordering shirts from overseas or shoes from overseas or individual hats from overseas, every shipment is now going to have some sort of tariff on it. And if you're the one buying it, that tariff, falls on you. Now the shipper can decide they want to cover that and prepay it before they send it, but that's not typically the way it goes. So, I think a lot of people are going to get surprised when they, get their shipment from, wherever it is, and they have the bill from UPS or FedEx along with it.
Yeah, I think that's been the most surprising to me ordering from the Funkified side, has been the UPS bills. Those are unreal.
Yeah, the amount of fees that they charge just for dealing with customs. Because the other difference is if it was under $800, the de minimis exemption, it went on a short form. You didn't really require a lot of customs work, just kind of sailed through customs. Now they're getting held up at customs, and somebody's having to kind of, enter a lot more paperwork and all that. So just the processing fees associated with all those are going to go up quite a bit as well.
Yeah, you asked the question to a lawyer and a CPA.
Yeah.
So that's why you got a really
way more than you wanted to know, but
But it's a big deal, and it affects us.
So
it affects both
I am
businesses.
a lawyer here and in the UK, so I understand both sides of the pond, and I'm a CPA, so I feel like I know what I'm talking about. Probably way more detail than you wanted. I'm kind of hearing myself talk about.
No, I think it actually helps. We're doing our best to make sure that doesn't necessarily make a huge difference to everybody that's buying our hats. But
right. And then once it's over here, doesn't matter where it's made. I mean, in the same way, like if we're buying something from a warehouse here, and they've already, a lot of these companies have just loaded up their warehouses with stuff to get it in early. And so, if you're shipping it from anywhere in the United States to Oklahoma, not going to be any tariffs on it because it's already here.
Right.
And so we've tried to do the same thing. We've already got some more holograms, and I've got, between now and the 29th when this cuts off, I've got a box, somewhere between that $750 and $800 range coming in every single day. So
yes, you do. I've noticed it every day.
We'll get as much in as we can before that goes away.
We got a lot of hats coming.
Yeah. So we've got more. We picked out 4 to show tonight, but we've got a lot of nice ones, and a lot of restocks coming in as well. So we're doing our best to keep the price down.
I think, but the Strakowski one was a little bit weird anyway. But we don't have a ton of their hats. We don't sell a ton of their variety.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
we just
got a smaller number. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah.
That's
happy
what
to ask
you get
any
when you ask a question.
All right. So so we showed the very last new one, which I'll kind of go back to for a second. The Redstone plaid. To me, this one is just one of those nice. You can see it has all the different fall colors in it, as we kind of talked about. It's kind of going to match up with anything you're going to wear from the fall, and it looks a little bit brighter here in person than probably. This is probably more like what I'm seeing as I'm looking on my screen. it's definitely more of a burgundy and a sort of navy blue with some oranges and yellows in it as well. And again, sort of a nice, just a nice fall pattern. And so that is the Redstone Plaid.
When's the next Hales drop and what's going on with that?
Next Hales drop is next week. So I mentioned this earlier. I know there's some new people on. So next Thursday night, we'll have Colin and or Jenna, probably Colin, maybe Jenna, from Hales on here talking about the new drop. They're going to drop their flannel on Thursday night at 6 o'clock Central. We'll be dropping the hats at 7 o'clock Central. They're going to be on with us at 7. So it'll be a lot of fun next week talking to them about the flannel of that next week, which is one of my favorites. Again, it's going to be one of those that you're going to find yourself wearing a whole lot. I'll just say that. Just got to kind of get that color scheme of one of those that you can wear every single day to get away with it.
Will there be any sneak peeks before Thursday?
There will be some sneak peeks, but it will not be a black and white one. There will not be a black and white
For
version.
the love!
Yeah, we will not do a black and white version. You maybe a zoom in, something like that, but we're not going to trick you into thinking there's a black and white version of it. Again, we learned that lesson last week for sure.
We cannot handle it.
Right.
Can you show the other tartan hat?
The other tartan hat. There's several tartan hats. So we have the dark tartan.
Is the next drop long sleeve or short sleeve? Do you know?
It is.
What? I just said, is it long sleeve or short sleeve?
It is long sleeve. So in the week that it's going to fall from being in the 90s every day to being in the 70s every day, highs here in Tulsa, we got a nice long sleeve flannel that I get to wear next week. So the tartan patch in flame.
That goes with that shirt.
It does, absolutely. No, this is kind of a fun one. Kind of leave it probably right here. This is probably the best look at the colors in it. As we try to get our light, it kind of changes a little bit as we get close to it. But you can see this is a nice burgundy on the side, burgundy under the brim, fall lining. And again, the tartan patch in flame. The first one in a series. There'll be a series of several of these. If I can find the one I'm looking for, which I can't right now. Oh well. But yeah, so there'll be the tartan patch is going to have it. Heritage, there's going to be several of these. You kind of wanted to give a little show and come down again. This is the cap of the week this week. This Heritage patch in navy blue herringbone, $44. Take the 15% off for fall 15.
That one is so pretty.
It is. I mean, yeah, absolutely. It's going to make it $37.40, shipping included. This is kind of the price to try this first one. Yeah, just a nice
really
fall.
like
Kind of coming closer here, you can kind of see that, but you back up a little bit. It's just your typical blue, beige herringbone. Just a super, super nice cap.
Flexible with many outfits.
Flexible, anything with your beiges, blues, anything else. And again, this one has a little bit of everything. Got several kind of wools in it. It's got 6% silk in it, 10% cotton, lots of wool. So it's just an interesting mix of materials in it, but just makes for a super. And it's also one of those that's got a little stretch to it. Just super comfortable. One of those that I can see yourself. You can see yourself wearing pretty often throughout the winter.
Did you restock the weathered tartan?
The weathered tartan has been restocked, at least as of coming into this. Weathered tartan is this one right here, which is a little more muted. And so yeah, that one was restocked, at least at the beginning of the show. And we've still got more of those on the way as well. So the nice thing about hologram is most of these, not all of these, are ones we can restock. The ones that on our line, the Hales collaborations, Alfonso ones, it is just difficult or impossible to get those restocked. There's not any more fabric to make them. There's not any more fabric to make them. And so that's kind of the story with those. So remind
go ahead.
So remind everyone again, the code tonight's fall 15. We have the Loden Oxblood pre-orders, which we talked about quite a bit. And every comment between now. Go ahead.
Would you care if I put that under the exclusives, because people are having a hard time finding it on the website itself if they can't click to the link?
Sure.
Where is it an exclusive?
What, the Oxbloods?
Yeah.
No, technically not.
Okay.
You can buy them off of the Laird website. It's just actually going to be more than it is on ours.
Collection, I guess, is what we need to
There was a link pinned to the very top that had there was a
Some of them are
Facebook.
not able to click through on Facebook, and so they're going to the actual website. So that's what I'm.
Yeah, just search. The easiest thing to do is go into the search and just hit Oxblood,
type in
OXBLOOD,
Thank you.
and yeah, but I think that should be on just the main FunkyBrims page as well. So, but if you can't find it, just message me, message the store, message me, Chris Lopp, and I will help you find it. If we have to put together an invoice and send it to you, whatever, we'll happy to help you do that and find it. So, let's see, put the flat on again. I'm not sure which flat, but again, I will say the Oxblood, you can kind of get an idea of the color and that sort of thing. This one's a little bit whiter, a little bit more brim than the ones we're ordering in. So we went with more of a more of a traditional flat cap shape than this one. This one is their Sicilian, which they kind of based off of the Michael Corleone and Godfather when he went to Italy. Those sort of scenes had the Hatties on. So this one's a little bit different. We ordered a number of these in last year, and this year we've gone with more of the flat cap shape, rather. So it won't have quite as much brim on it. It won't have quite as much width. It'll be much more sort of a narrow fit, if you will. Let's see if I can find a good one to put on here. Yeah, so like this sort of a fit and feel here. This is the Hooligan from last year, so that'll be more the shape that they're coming in the Oxblood this year.
I am going to move them to the top of the layered collection.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea. So click on the layered link. It'll be right at the top there.
Yeah, I just moved it to the top of the. So you click on the layered collection, the layered link on the website itself. It'll be first thing you see.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Sarah. And so yeah, any more questions? We're happy to hang out for a while. Otherwise, that's all the new stuff. Again, next week, Colin, maybe Jenna will be here, and from Hales, we'll be talking about the new Hales collab from next week. Let's see, I think we still got 7 more, including that one, between now and the end of the year. So a lot of great ones coming, and super excited about those. Appreciate everyone who bought the geisha last week. We still do have some of those.
Alan's son just asked if I'm a real person. That's because I'm hiding over here.
Come on, screen.
Why? I want to hide.
Hi. That's because my head is deep in the other computer, so that's why I'm trying to keep up with all the questions and all the stuff at the same time. Can you show the dark tartan and the weathered tartan side by side?
I can do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions tonight, and I feel like I missed a bunch of them, so I'm really sorry when I was trying to figure out what was going on out there.
Craziness going on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I am not AI. I'm a real person. I just sit here and make faces at him through most of these lives.
Right, she does. She tries to distract me.
Well, that's easily done.
It is way too easily done. I'm not sure. There we go. So, dark tartan. One of the best sellers last year. Weathered tartan went too far behind it, but you can kind of see the difference there. Again, kind of why we call it the weathered. It just looks like it's a little bit sun bleached or something version of this. But there it is, the dark tartan and the weathered tartan side by side.
All right. Did you have another giveaway?
We have another giveaway. So I think, yeah, let's go ahead and pull the giveaway, and then we'll, again, remind everybody every purchase between now and 10 o'clock, about 2 hours from now, you can enter into a drawing for a free cap of your choice, anything in the store. So let's pull the second winner, and then we'll still answer any questions. Yeah, those the dark tartan and the weathered tartan are 100% wool. And let's see. I cannot read that far away. Anthony Rinaldi. Anthony Rinaldi. Man, my eyes are getting bad.
Isn't Rinaldi a soccer guy?
Ronaldo.
Oh.
Yeah. Close. But yeah.
Close enough, Anthony. You had your shot. You could have been a soccer guy.
Congratulations, Anthony. Reach out to us. Appreciate everyone being on tonight. Yeah, like if we, I see Michael. We saw. Oh, that's way earlier. I'm seeing questions from the very beginning there. So I'll leave it there. And if you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, message us. All that stuff. Again, definitely don't sleep on this one. First one of at least 3 that are coming in this tartan patch. This one's flame, and just a great kind of burgundy with some other fall colors in the front and the back. And so yeah, appreciate everyone being on tonight. Again, don't miss next week because we're going to have a great collaboration with Hales again. A couple of Hales people going to be on, and appreciate everyone being on tonight.
Peace out.
Bye.